Hey guys, what's up? Dylan here from PunchlineMagazine.com. We are at the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival here in Montreal, and look who we just found crashing.
Hi,
Doug Stanhope. How are you, buddy?
Doug Stanhope, how are you?
I'm doing well.
That wind's gonna fuck up your audio.
It totally is,
Wanna
isn't
do
it?
this somewhere else? Just up there.
Yeah, let's try. That's how caring of a guy Doug Stanhope is. We went from nicely sitting to uncomfortably standing now because he's worried about my audio.
Well, I wouldn't want to have to redo the whole thing later
Right.
when you go. You know, the audio.
I wouldn't do that to you though. I wouldn't do that to you. I'd say fuck it, my fault. So Doug, you're not. So it's been no secret that you're not in love with the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival. In fact, you're not performing here, but you're here.
I absolutely love the festival.
Yeah.
I just don't like the fact that they make so much bank off of it, and the comics get fucking this much.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I'm always against people capitalizing inappropriately, exorbitantly off the backs of comics, as though you're still going to get a fucking development deal out of this place.
Right. But you threw a successful party last night. How did that go? Do you have any?
Oh yeah, we rented out the car wash across the street and filled it full of vodka and beer and threw on some music and rocked until 6 in the morning.
How is it?
I just said rocked it.
That's all right.
Sorry.
How is it you could rent out a car? Is it a working car wash?
Yeah, it's a working car wash.
How is it you could rent that out for a party?
You know what? We couldn't find a good venue close by here because Just for Laughs had homesteaded them all.
Right.
So my manager just went on Google Earth, Street View, looked around what was near the Hyatt, said car wash right across the street, and rented it out.
And you were just like, we're gonna have a shitload of people, fill it with booze, and he was like, yeah, okay.
Fill it with booze, put a microphone up in case any drunken egos needed to express themselves anymore. Had music cranking.
And he was cool about that.
Oh, the car wash?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, they said we could get it for free next year. Yeah, they hung out and partied with us too. They were shaking their heads a lot. They didn't understand what the fuck was going on, but yeah.
Was there any? Did everybody kind of maintain? Did everybody kind of behave themselves?
No problems, and all the cops get their cars washed at that car wash. So when there was police complaints, the cops texted the owner. They didn't even come by.
Texted like, oh hey, can you just quiet down a little bit?
Yeah, we brought more people inside. They were starting to spill out into the streets. So yeah, calmed it down, but everyone was cool. Someone got a laptop stolen. So that sucked, but
yeah, but that could happen at any party.
we blamed the Urban X.
I'm with you there.
But you know what? The music they were playing, they deserved a laptop. If it was that bad.
So you're in Montreal now. You're leaving in a few hours. You're doing a little tour of Canada.
Yeah, the whole country basically, starting from Halifax and then through Winnipeg and driving all the way to Vancouver.
Same deal, kind of like indie clubs, rock clubs, all that good stuff.
Yeah, places I've never been and don't care if I burn a bridge. Good place to try a bunch of experimental shit before London.
Yeah.
If I get booed off stage in Saskatoon,
who cares, right?
Who gives a fuck?
Who cares about the Saskatoonians?
Fuck
Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck Regina too.
So you haven't played. I mean, you've played Canada before, of course, but not these places.
There's a few podunk towns, Kamloops and stuff. It should be a blast.
But that's you. That's when I think of Doug Stanhope. That's what I think of. I think of in the middle of nowhere, rallying up the troops.
Well, I started in triple gigs, driving 7 hours between gigs to play some shithole in Bozeman, Montana, and never had more fun.
Yeah.
Except for the money was fucking atrocious and barely livable. It was still the most fun I ever had. It's where I belong, is in bar rooms.
Yeah. Awesome. Before I let you go, Doug, I mean, you posted on your blog a few days ago about comedy classes, and it's been getting, obviously, a lot of people are picking it up. We wrote about it. A lot of people are registering opinions about, whether comedy classes are legit or if it's bullshit.
The only people that I've ever had write back back to me that were pro comedy classes are people who just spent that money on a comedy class and are in complete denial.
And they're trying to rationalize.
Yes, exactly. You don't know. It's really good, man. All right. That's what you need to believe. It's not like you can't get something good out of a comedy class.
Right.
You can learn something anywhere, but it's all available for free. You'll never find comics that are hesitant to give you their fucking opinion on how to do comedy.
Yeah.
That's what comics do in their off time, is tell other comics what they think about comedy. So the idea that someone could charge for that, and anyone who is charging for it knows that it's all bullshit.
Yeah, you don't think there's any...
They're that deluded that they think, if someone's going to teach a class, it should be me.
Right.
Kyle Cease, fucking, the ultimate fucking middle act.
So you don't think there's any... You've never heard of a comedy class that kind of does good work, or...
I'm not saying they do, but whatever they teach you in a comedy class, I can give you a shining example of someone who's done the opposite and is a giant success because of it.
Right.
I use Dave Attell in the update. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to be self-confident. You go, this guy, the reason he's so great is he has no confidence. He thinks everything he does sucks. He second-guesses everything. He's been doing it 20-something years, and he still records every set and listens to it for flaws. And it's that self-hatred and not believing in himself that's driven him to be one of the best comics of our generation.
Yeah.
You have to... find your own voice. And you go, really? Like Larry the Cable Guy? No. His own voice is Dan Whitney from Omaha.
Right.
And you would have taught him how to not be a fucking multimillionaire right now. So.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to package stand-up comedy. There's a lot of... I hear you. You can't teach it.
No.
Doug, thank you so much for chatting with me. Good luck.
Thanks.
Good luck in Canada.
Make sure to read Punchline Magazine.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Biz.tv.com. I knew it was one of those.
All right.
Thanks, Dylan.
See you guys.